Gas prices going up, house prices going up, multiple offers again, and interest rate concerns? What is going on in the Boise housing market? Let's find out. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Summer Aston, a realtor in the beautiful Boise, Idaho area with Summer Aston Real Estate Group at Silver Creek Realty Group. And my team and I are ready to help you buy or sell your home in the Boise area. But first, you've got to know what the heck is going on in our market. But before we get to that, remember we have links to our helpful guides and tour map in the description below. So go down there when the video is over to check those out. So if you've been following our market here in Boise or watching my market updates, you'll know that we had a very slight lull in our market from about the end of October 2021 to the end of January 2022. And that's actually completely normal for our market to have a little softening for several weeks into the winter months and holidays. It wasn't a huge event, but there were fewer multiple offers, and some lucky people even got their contingent offers accepted. Well, beginning about the middle of February 2022, that quickly became a thing of the past again. With low inventory and buyer demand increasing, we began to see multiple offers with over asking prices again, and that is still heating up here. So let's talk a little bit about all of this and what it means for you if you are going to be buying or selling a home in the Boise area in the next few months. So as I said, we are experiencing very low inventory again, but one notable difference between this early spring or late winter and last year is that our new construction market is really struggling to get new inventory out there. So I'm not going to pretend to know all the reasons why this is happening, but I'll tell you what I see on the surface and what the gist of it is. So number one, many builders finished out their semi-custom home jobs towards the end of last year, and they switched to building spec homes, which are homes that they choose all the finishes, and they don't list those homes until they're about 8 weeks from completion. So that leaves this gap in new construction as we wait for those spec homes to become available. And many of those are not going to start coming on the market until late summer and early fall of this year. Number two, the cities are getting very slow with permitting. I've heard so many different reasons why this is happening, and to be honest, I don't really know which one is true, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But it is causing a big blockage in the new homes coming down the pipeline. So number three, supply chain problems continue, and so do the labor shortage issues. Both of these have slowed new construction considerably. And number four, builders are becoming hesitant to price homes and sell them too early in the process with the gas prices increasing along with the rest of inflation. They're hesitant to jump the gun and price homes only to find that inflation and gas prices will drive things up so much that it will seriously eat into their profits in a few months down the line. So what does this mean for you if you are considering buying new construction in our area? You'll have the very best certainty on pricing and avoid increasing interest rates over the time of the build job if you buy a new construction home that is at the very least permitted, but preferably moving along past foundation stage and maybe even completed. I know it's hard to give up the dream of choosing finishes and starting that build job from the ground up, but you'll need to be prepared for massive delays, price increases, and interest rate increases if you really want to custom build a dream home. So let's circle back to those interest rates. At the end of December 2021, I was still closing clients who had under 3% interest rate on a 30-year conventional with 20% down and good credit. That same buyer profile is now looking at just over a 4% interest rate, and it's higher if you don't have 20% down. Also, the second home loan interest rates were very comparable to the 30-year conventional loans in 2021, but they have risen quite a bit in 2022 as well. There are some lending experts who say we've had the bulk of our interest rate increases and the rate increases will be smaller as the year goes on. And then there are other lending experts who say we may see rates get closer to 6% in 2022. I'm not going to predict exactly how much they will raise, but the bottom line is the sooner you can buy in 2022, the better for your interest rate. And many people think that those rising rates will equate to home prices dropping. So eventually, in a more balanced market, that could be true, but for right now, we are not seeing any indication that that will happen anytime soon. It all goes back to the old supply and demand. Supply is much less than demand. Has the demand dropped from 2021? So far, yes, it has slightly, but the supply of both our existing homes and new construction homes is lower. So those prices not only hold, but they continue to rise. When I made my 2022 prediction video, I had hoped that we wouldn't see the huge over asking price offers that drove the market up the last 2 years. So it's only been about 3 to 4 weeks into our multiple offer market again, and I hate to say it, but in certain price points, we are seeing that again. Homes selling for $10,000 to $50,000 over asking price, even with the rising interest rates. Median home price for Ada County, which is Boise and most of the surrounding areas, was up to $549,900 in February of 2022. And the numbers I have just begun to see, I expect that they will keep rising. This means that it is very, very difficult to find a home under $400,000 in our area, and the competition on that price point under $550,000 or so is fierce. It's between investors, downsizers, and first-time home buyers. So why is the inventory so low again? I explained why it's low in the new construction market, but in the existing home market, we have plenty of potential sellers who would like to upsize or downsize, but they hesitate due to the fact that they have low interest rates now and would likely have to go to a higher rate after they bought a new home. They are also hesitant to buy and sell at the same time and are hesitant to jump on board with new construction without knowing hard closing dates or pricing. We also have the uncertainties going on in Europe causing people to reevaluate things. So if you are in this boat and you're thinking of selling but aren't sure how to go about it, I do have a video about that. Watch my video about the 5 ways to buy and sell at the same time. I'll link that down below because it can be done and it is a seller's market, so sellers make the rules right now. But one guarantee is that when we market your home and price it correctly, you will certainly get a high price for your home right now. But sellers become buyers, so what does all of this mean for buyers? Well, it's similar to the last couple of years. Buyers need to be prepared, they need to know the rules, they need to be intentional, they need to get pre-approved, and they should consider buying sooner than later as prices and interest rates rise. There are many ways to get your offers accepted, and check out the video I made about bidding wars that outlines all the possibilities, and I'll put that link down in the description below too. And those of you thinking you should wait to buy until there is possibly a crash, well, if you have the resources to buy, you need a home, and you don't want to be at the mercy of drastically rising rents, then buying now is the best option, as you have to remember that buying homes is a long-term investment strategy, and it's still the best way to build long-term wealth. So I don't know exactly what the future holds for the real estate market, but I do know that things look very, very different right now than they did in 2008. This is a bit of uncharted territory with the aftermath of the pandemic and all the other things going on. And it's important for people to understand that what is happening in the market in Boise, it's happening all over the United States. Our markets have become so intertwined with everyone working from home, and all of the issues that are going on are at a national level. So even that is really different than before the pandemic, when each market was a bit separated and really went up or down according to the local factors. So having said all of that about what is going on in the Boise housing market, just because things are different and changing doesn't mean they're bad. It just means you gotta figure out how to work with it. And at Summer Aston Real Estate Group, my team and I are experts at helping you navigate buying and selling in our market and all of these changes. And we watch very closely to try to get a big picture of what is going on and what it means for you. You can follow us on Instagram for more tips and information about buying and selling in Boise. Remember to like this video and subscribe to stay on top of things here. And as always, we have some very helpful guides, a custom tour map if you're coming to visit Boise. You can find all of those in the description below or on our website. And as always, contact us there at our website at summerastonrealestate.com. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.